All right, everybody. Hope your evening is going well. We've got a break tonight for Mosaic. 10 blaster boxes sealed. I'm going to do a quick run through on the lineup. And yeah, I had a couple there, Jason, so you did miss out. K2 showed up. Kyle snagged those at the last moment. So we've got the Atlanta Hawks, Ethan, Boston Celtics, Sam, Brooklyn. I've got as Summer. Summer, you've got a couple teams. Charlotte, Hornets, Kelby, Brock. Chicago, Kelby, that's a lacrosse name if I ever heard it. Chicago Bulls, Yasmin, Cleveland Cavaliers, Roman, Ricardo Lopez with a couple teams, one of them being the Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets, Kyle, Detroit Pistons, Joseph, Paul Torrio with the Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets, Robert, the Indiana Pacers, that's Kyle again, Los Angeles Clippers, Sandra, Los Angeles Lakers, Robert with his second team, Memphis, Eric, hopefully get some job for you, Eric. Miami Heat, we've got Joseph. Ricardo with your second team, the Milwaukee Bucks. Then we've got Nathan, great name Nate, Team Nate all day, Minnesota. The T-Wolves. Carmela, best of luck with the New Orleans Pelicans. Joseph, you have the New York Knicks, rounding out the last 8 or 9 teams. Summer again with Oklahoma Thunder. Terry coming in with the Orlando Magic, Philadelphia 76ers, Sandra. And then we will also have Jonathan with Phoenix. Vic with the Portland Trailblazers. Kyle again with Sacramento, San Antonio, and Toronto are going to Summer. Vic with Utah, and Joseph K coming up with the Wizards. All right, so let's get this going. If anybody has a question, just go ahead and comment. I'm going to open up each blaster box. We've got 10 of them. I'm going to open up each blaster box on camera, and then we will be good to go. And again, best of luck. I tried to post it, but we had a great Friday night. We were able to pull a Genesis. So Don out in Oklahoma was very happy with that. I'd shipped that out. He had already received it. And I will ship everything shipped with care. For sake of time, I will sleeve and top load anything colored or numbered. You'll get a lot of the cards, especially the inserts, will be taken care of for you. But unless this break was going to be 7 hours long, I'm not going to do each one on camera. I'm sure you guys understand that. So each box, if you guys have not gotten the privilege to get these on your own, these are the hottest products right now for me not to open because they're so hard to get. There are 8 packs, 4 cards in a pack. I'll open up one box at a time. I'll open up each pack, and then we'll go from there. Do the cut, shake it out. There's nothing in there. Everyone's on the same page with that. So pack number 1, let's get it. And if anybody needs something, again, comment at the bottom. Best of luck. And let's hit that shit. So we got Nicolo. Don't give you the preview. Let me go here. I'll keep ripping it up. Got ahead of myself there. Sorry. And again, it's Monday. Everybody's week's just getting started. Hopefully the rain's gone where I'm at here in Central Florida. We've had about 3-4 days of rain. I don't know what part of the country a lot of you guys seem to be stretched out when I looked through everything on eBay. So that was pretty cool. I've seen some repeat buyers. Nathan, one of them. I appreciate that, Nate. I think you first came to us in our in some of our Bowman stuff, so I appreciate that. Appreciate that as well. All right, so we've already got a Zion, so there you go. I've noticed that, and two, guys, feel free to jump in on trends. I've seen the Genesis was not at the back, but pretty much every Zion I've pulled is the final card in a pack, as you just saw a quick sneak peek there, and it's hard for me not to read them off, especially when it's Zion or Ja or a LeBron insert or my man Larry Bird. I'm a big Celtics guy, so you'll hear me get real excited if I pull anything out Celtics or really Boston for them. Other than Taco Fall, there's zero excitement for that guy. Even though he's ridiculously tall, we all know how that's going to end. Come on. All right, so let's get this shit. We're going to start off with Devontae Graham on the Charlotte Hornets. There's Tyus Jones. He is on the Memphis Grizzlies. That's a solid insert if you're a Dwight Howard guy. LA Lakers, part of their Jam Masters series. This is an example. I'll set it to the side, but I'm not going to sleeve and top load it right now, or we'd be here all night. All right. There's Nicolo Melli, NBA debut on the New Orleans Pelicans. Marvin Bagley III on the Sacramento Kings. Eric Gordon on the Houston Rockets. There's Damian Jones on the Atlanta Hawks. There's another copy. It's a prism, not numbered, but again, I'll set it out. P.J. Washington Jr. on the Charlotte Hornets. Markieff Morris on the Detroit Pistons. John Wall, Washington Wizards, the district. Actually like those uniforms. I like Brad Beal a lot more, though. There's a Bradley Beal insert. I said it. Other than Ray Allen, this guy has the prettiest jumper I've ever seen. Ray Allen is kind of on another level. This guy, if he ends up on another team, you'll see him flourish. I just don't think he's going to ever, especially with John Wall there in Washington. Philly, Charles Barkley, there's a Hall of Fame insert. So that's a great card for Philly. There you go. Draymond Green, Golden State Warriors. Al Horford. Boy, the Celtics should have tried to get him. I know he wanted some more of that money, but he's out in Philly now, helping Joel Embiid. Al Horford, Big Al guy. Big Al's a man. There's a nice green refractor. New York Knicks, Kevin Knox II. Then we have Rui Hachimura, rookie card for the Washington Wizards. Dwight Howard on the LA Lakers, base card. And Brandon Ingram. God, if that guy only could get some weight on him, man. I remember he was on the Lakers. Some of these guys come out, you just can't wait to them to kind of grow into it, but I still think he can be a solid player. There you go on the Pelicans. So the second half of this first blaster, let's get it. Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, Minnesota Timberwolves. And there's our first Zion, so this is one we will take care of on camera here. Zion, this is the NBA debut one. Looks pretty good from my standpoint from a centering. I know that we've had, on some of the Bowman product, I know this is not Bowman, a lot of people complaining about some of the cards coming out. I haven't really gotten many complaints on this product here, Mosaic. Obviously, the card itself is a different type. But, all right, so there you go, Carmelo. That's the first of hopefully several for you on a Zion little rookie card base action. That's an example of one we will take time to show a little love Zion's way. All right, Derek White, San Antonio Spurs. Here we go. Hamidou Diallo. I think I just nailed that. I might shut the breakdown early because I'll butcher some of these. I'm trying, people. Oklahoma Thunder. That one was smooth, though. Smooth like peanut butter. Charles Barkley. That's a great insert. That's another example of a sick card. But that one will be sent to you with pride. Kaz Okpala. There's an example. I hope I did well on that. No disrespect. Miami Heat. Andrew Wiggins. Minnesota Timberwolves. Landry Shamet on the L.A. Clippers, the Battle of L.A. There he is, old school Iverson. Look at that AI. He just looks quick. That's a solid old school insert for Philadelphia. Allen Iverson. Stephen Curry, Team USA. Rashawn Holmes on the Sacramento Kings. Jeremy Lamb on the Indiana Pacers. Dwight Powell, another green refractor on the Mavs. And I mentioned him briefly, Taco Fall. I'm not sure the over-under on him in the league is about 2.5 years. Just saying. Those tall guys seem to come in, and unless they got a little bit of game, they don't really last. All right, moving on. Blaster number 2. Let's get it. Again, I'll show each one. You guys can see it's sealed. I always try to get the little licensing part, and then we'll cut it open, and we'll be good to go. And get there. Yeah, well, you're impressed, Carmela. I appreciate your kind words. I have nothing to do with what's in the box, believe me. So I love appreciate the love. All right, so here you go. This box is empty. And I always fold this knife up. I'm nervous. I'm going to turn into a Saturday Night Live skit. They're like, this guy was bleeding all over. It's like, yeah, well, I poke myself with this knife. All right, so there's 8 packs, 4 cards. It's 32 a box. Best of luck. Oop, I don't want to show everyone that. It's a Pippen card. Love me some Scotty. I'm about the point where I'm about to rewatch that Jordan documentary they had, that 10 series. A lot of people were giving Pippen a bad rep. That's who he was, man. I remember that. I'm 38 now. I was probably, God, when he decided to sit out and didn't want to come in the game. That shit was real, man. He can't run from it now. So I don't know if he got a bad rap at the time and now it's worse, but I think it's just some people had forgot. Like, he did that. And I'm a big Bulls guy from back in the day. Like, what person growing up in that era didn't like them? But like, he was like, nah, man, I'm not going in the game. So I kind of got a kick. People are like, oh, they're getting in bad publicity. Not really, because all that shit happened. And then that stuff about Tony Kukoc where they just destroyed him in the Olympics. Some of that stuff, really, the whole way it was sent, I thought it was done fantastic. And I meant to watch that Bruce Lee one last night. I did not. It was talking about Bruce Lee, Man on Water or something like that. Because Whatever else ESPN's got, it's the same shit. I swear to God, everyone. They had cornhole, and I'm all about it. Drink your beers and have fun. But they had cornhole on TV. I about vomited. It was just, I couldn't believe it. And I know that sounds like a joke, but I'm for real. It was on there. All right, let's get it. Nikolai Vucevic here on the Orlando Magic. Big man, yet he kind of struggles to do what big man should do. Kelly Oubre Jr., Phoenix Suns. It's a nice prism. Derek White, you can just tell the way it is there. Derek White, that's a sick card. We'll go ahead and move that over as well. There's that Pippen card. We get the preview. Pippen, Hall of Fame, just talking about him. There's a star in the making. Jason Tatum, baby, out of Duke. Tyus Jones, Memphis Grizzlies. Dennis Schroeder, there's one of the green parallels. Dennis Schroeder, Oklahoma City Thunder. He really came to light. What was it? I think it was with Atlanta, hitting threes and shit. Kind of giving them Cavs trouble back when they had him 2 times there in the East. Grant Williams, Celtics. Patty Mills on the San Antonio Spurs. There's Eric Gordon with the Houston Rockets. That is a badass card. That's the first one I've seen. T-Mac. T-Mac was, when they drafted him, he rode the pine. It was him, and then they found out it's his cousin Vince Carter. Everyone has, obviously, the Raptors team that just won. This is a sick card. So, well done, Toronto. I'm a big 90s and, as you can hear, mid-2000s until I kind of grew up a little bit. I even played that Nike intro from that badass commercial in, 2005. I don't know if anybody caught that with the Neptunes, but big T-Mac guy. Then he went to Orlando, and then obviously kind of fizzled out with Houston and all that and bounced around towards the end. Cameron Johnson, Phoenix Suns. Love me some T-Mac. Jeff Teague, Minnesota Timberwolves. John Wall. There's another Zion. Get it. So already, Carmela, it's all that love you're giving me. Let me get you some stuff here. We'll go ahead and take care of this one as well. So not a Genesis, but we're getting there. We're 2 boxes in. You've already got yourself 2 Zions. This is a solid one as well. The green refractor, not numbered on the back. So let's get this in. You will be good to go. Perfect. So there's Zion. So there you go. That's number 2 for you. We'll put that over and keep this going. Isaiah Roby on the Dallas Mavericks. There's Giannis Base Antetokounmpo on the Milwaukee Bucks, the Greek Freak. Big Al, we get him twice tonight. Big Al Horford on the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, there's Russell Westbrook, an insert on the Give and Go. God, Russell Westbrook. I don't even feel like I watched that many. I cannot wait for the NBA to come back because I should have vivid memories of him dicing people up with Houston, and I can't really remember many of the games. This whole last couple months, I'm sure I'm speaking for the group, but please bring us some sports. Philly, Dr. J, the man, DJ Augustine. Somehow he's not starting. They pick Evan Fournier over him, which is just ridiculous. Come on. Brandon Ingram, New Orleans Pelicans. Kawhi Leonard, there's a green variance. Solid with that. I love these Clips uniforms as well, so that's a solid hit for the Clippers. Tremont Waters on the Boston Celtics. Celtics heavy, Jaylen Brown, the future, out of Cal. There it is again, Hamidou Diallo on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Got game. CJ McCullough does have game, not as much as Dame, but he's a solid sidekick up there with Portland, Rip City, CJ. PJ Washington Jr., NBA debut with the Charlotte Hornets. Langston Galloway with the Detroit Pistons. Landry Shamet on the Los Angeles Clippers. There's Taj Gibson at a USC, a Trojan, the New York Knicks. And Darius Blaisley to round it out on that. All right, so let's get into the next one. So again, sealed, you guys can see, there's the licensing logo. We're good to go. All right, again, this is blaster number 3, depending on when people joined us. To hear from the start. Or if you guys are popping on, again, 8 packs in each blaster, 4 cards a pack. And you guys are good to go. All right, so let's open these on camera. Here we go. All right, pack number 1. one. Pack number 2. Pack number 3. And I got that card last night. I was so mad at myself. I was stumped. Let's see if anybody knows it. They were the Cincinnati Royals. They are now what team? I had to look it up. I couldn't believe it. I'd pride myself on a lot of this stupid, useless knowledge, but I couldn't do it. I pulled that card. I'm like, I'll double check. Anybody? Nope. You got 3 more packs before I just shout it out. They were the Cincinnati Royals, I think. I think that was the... Regardless, they're not in Cincinnati anymore. We got 1 more pack. What up, Mike Wilkes? Yeah, Carmella. I bet you do love it. You're 2 in. 2 for 2. Let's keep it going. It's the Kings. That Cincinnati team ultimately ends up out in Sacramento. And that's who's getting that card. So, all right. Let's do it again. Jeremy Lamb, Indiana Pacers. Cody Zeller, Charlotte Hornets. This guy, the Knicks kind of, like, remember, what did Little John call him on the ESPN commercial? The unicorn? Kristaps Porzingis. I'm just a fan of sports, so I don't like to see anybody fail. I'd love this guy to come back hard, but clearly that team's Luka, but they could have that European one too. We'll see. That's a great card. We'll take care of that one for you. Kristaps Porzingis Prism. So, Kobe White, Chicago Bulls. Bradley Beal, Washington Wizards. Nemanja Bjelica. I might have crushed that one or not. On the Kings. Yeah, this one's funny. You know he ain't trying to give it up. It's James Harden. Come on now. The fact they even put him on the insert, they already got Russell, but not a big assist guy. And that's funny on the back. You can't even read. They're not like, oh, he averages 8 assists. They're like, oh, was one of the best scorers. Yeah, it's a give and go. There you go. There's the insert for that. Terrence Mann on the Los Angeles Clippers. Joel Embiid, the man made of glass. Can't even play back-to-backs. Philadelphia 76ers. Just saying, guys. Just saying. Is Vince Carter card going to the Hawks? Hell no. Vince Carter card. I'll have to go back and look, but the card itself, because he's played on like 15 teams. I'll go back and look if there's an issue, but anything would be determined by the randomizer, so I'll take care of that. No worries. LeBron James, base. I'm not going to say paper because these are all slick. That's a sick Paul George with an old Buffalo Braves jersey, a little throwback. Mitchell and Ness style there. That's a sick card. Paul George. There's the Oscar Robertson Sacramento Kings card. Tristan Thompson on the Cleveland Cavs. Dylan Brooks on the Grizzlies. And Got Game, Paul George. We just saw a different Paul George card there with the Clippers. All right, second half of this blaster. That's Kyle Guy on the Sacramento Kings. Brook Lopez, looking about he's going to brick that. He looks all nervous. Brook Lopez on the Bucks. Kevin Huerter on the Atlanta Hawks. That's a solid Hall of Fame variance. Wilt the Stilt. Hilt with the ladies, baby. Big Wilt. He was scoring more off the court. And in your Wilt, there's a Ja Morant sticking up on us. Look at that. That's a slick card. Go ahead and take care of that one as well. Ja. NBA debut. So we've had a couple. What's wrong with this case? We've had a couple solid rookies already with Ja. And then Zion. We've had, 2 Zions? All right. So the heavy hitters are hitting as they should. I might have to get you a new case. This case is all messed up in the corner. Anyways, solid card there for Memphis. All right, Dennis Schroeder, Oklahoma City Thunder. Julius Randle, New York Knicks. Old school Pistol Pete, old school Celtics. I've seen a couple of his cards in this same set, but with the Hawks. Pistol Pete, look at that hair too. Ended his career with the Celtics. Solid old school on him. We'll move that over. Cody Martin on the Charlotte Hornets. Taj Gibson on the New York Knicks. There's Danny Green on the Los Angeles Lakers. Montrezl Harrell on the Los Angeles Clippers. There's Vince Carter. Somebody had asked about Vince before. Would he go to the Hawks? On this one, I'll just look in the back. Again, if we have to, I'll finalize it with the randomizer. But it's going to talk about, like, right here. I'm pretty sure he was on the Raptors in the year 2000. So this is for the 2000 Olympic Games in Australia. And I might be wrong, but I think he went to the Nets in 2002. So right now, I'll double check to verify, but this card would be going to the Raptors. That's the team he played for based on this Olympic jersey and them talking about on the back. Hopefully that makes sense. Aaron Baines, Phoenix Suns. Eric Bledsoe, this guy is underappreciated up there in Milwaukee. Malcolm Brogdon, another one of those guys that kind of flies under the radar. There's like a scratch on the card or something. I can see that already. It's just so you see that up there towards his head. Malcolm Brogdon, that's a Prism, Indiana Pacers, and Jarrett Culver on the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, blaster number 3 in the books. All right, and we will go on to the next. So, again, you guys can see it's sealed. Good to go. All right, so again, you guys see. It looks like I gotta sharpen the knife. Jesus, Nate. All right, let's get this going here. Pack number 2. Pack number 3. Another Dr. J. Okay, 4. We're ripping through. I feel we're making good time tonight. We'll try to keep up the pace for everybody. Hopefully keep these Zions and Jaws and get everybody else some solid card. Maybe some ink. I think last night, I think we only had 2 ink. Friday night, along with that Zion, we had 3 of them. And then the next night, I had 0. So you never know. I know a lot of people go after the hobbies, but I think you can pull just as much solid ink and solid type of cards. And if you guys, I tell this on every break, if you guys are ever interested in the actual odds itself, they do have to post them. A website I like a lot is Beckett. If you guys go to Beckett.com, regardless of the sport, it could be hockey. Beckett.com has a PDF at the bottom. It'll show you the percentages. So 1 out of every 9,000 blaster boxes, you get a Genesis auto or whatever, right? So it's pretty cool because you can actually go on there and check the actual odds you would have. And you will be surprised where a lot of people, oh, the hobby box. Yeah, well, you're guaranteed an auto, but you're also paying, what, $600, $700, $800 for it. You'll see the odds for a blaster or other products that they have. They're ones that you're not going to be like, oh, shit, I never have a chance. It's pretty cool when you look at the numbers. Clearly, I'm a numbers guy. Jamal Murray, Denver Nuggets. Rodney Hood, Portland Trailblazers. There you go. There you go. Let's get it. Another hit that shit. Ja Morant. Get that. Probably the best card of the night so far. Love that card. Although that Zion's pretty sweet too. So there's another one. So we got 2. Yeah, come on, Luka. I know. Let's spread it out. It's all these guys. Although Luka's not a rookie in this set, but this Ja. And they kind of got jobbed. They're not one of the 22 teams that's able to come back, which is kind of BS. They're going to be here in Central Florida. That's a sick card. Not numbered. Trying to look for anything I may have missed. Love this guy. Love this guy's attitude. Love that he wants to fucking play. He wants to compete. Love that stuff, man. All right, Cameron Johnson, Phoenix Suns. Buddy Hield, Sacramento Kings. Oklahoma Sooner. Norman Powell on the Toronto Raptors. Will to win. Karl Anthony Towns, Cat, the big cat. Isaiah Roby on the Dallas Mavericks. Josh Hart on the New Orleans Pelicans. Andre Drummond, the big man, getting rebounds, putting them up, getting his boards. Detroit Pistons. Mike Conley at the Ohio State. Utah Jazz. It's a green refractor there. Julius Erving, another Hall of Fame card. Julius got some biceps. Look at those things. Getting his arm pump on. Dr. J. That guy was a pimp back in the day, too. They just didn't have Twitter back then. Don't let it fool you guys. James Harden, Houston Rockets. Dwight Powell, Dallas Mavericks. Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is Mavericks. Mavericks. This is the Bucks. Got game insert for Giannis. Tremont Waters on the Boston Celtics. Nikolai Jokic on the Denver Nuggets. Joe Harris, Brooklyn Nets. Danilo Gallinari, Oklahoma City Thunder. And P.J. Washington Jr., NBA debut on the Charlotte Hornets. All right, next one is Devin Booker on the Phoenix Suns. Patrick Beverley on the Los Angeles Clippers. There's a solid got game, not a prism, not numbered. LeBron, the LeBron-tron. Get that, LeBron. Darius Baisley, on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Followed by another Thunder, his teammate, CP3, Chris Paul. Jabari Parker, Atlanta Hawks. Pascal Siakam, that's a sweet refractor for Toronto. So Toronto, you got that sweet T-Mac. You got this one as well. That's a sick card. We're going to move that one over to the side. Nicolo Melli on the New Orleans Pelicans. Malcolm Brogdon on the Indiana Pacers. Dewonta Murray, on the San Antonio Spurs. That's a solid card, followed by Olympic Kevin Durant, KD. Here's that RJ Barrett. So we've gotten the three big rookies, and they're all with this green prism there. So that's sweet. We'll go ahead and get that taken care of as well. We will be good to go. So I'll pick there for RJ. It's a solid card. So already we got three there. Let me move this. And we will move on to Blaster number 5. You guys see the licensing. And we are good to go. All right, so again, 8 packs. Box is empty. All right, and here we go. Oh, is this the same pack, too? Ty Jerome. I've been pulling him a lot. He's going to be the running joke off of this set. I'm sure he's a good player. He's in the league. I'm not. I get it. But when you see the same base guy over and over and over. Oh, there's another Zion. I told you they're always at the bottom of the pack. Hopefully it's something big. You're going to have to wait. Carmella. And I think it was Carmelo. Hopefully it wasn't Carmelo. I apologize because I kind of scanned down just to make sure no one's on here getting inappropriate. And believe me, I'll drop an F-bomb. I'm like beer. I'm an acquired taste. I am not a saint, but I do have to patrol to make sure shit doesn't get out of control. I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with that. That was the only hiccup I had. All right, so let's get this shit going. Get a lot of color towards the bottom. All right, Zach LaVine, Space Jam, Chicago Bulls. Bradley Beal on the Washington Wizards. It's a guy that's... Let me move these over for now. This guy is underappreciated. Now, I know they spread the floor a lot. Like, who's not going to score with Giannis? This guy's a baller. Chris Middleton. Love that. It's Prism. I'm going to move that over to the side for you. There's an AI base. I guess it's kind of like an SP Hall of Fame. It's just when you see all those cards and then a base comes through, it's kind of still there. Zach Collins on the Portland Trail Blazers. The glass man, Joel Embiid, cannot play back-to-backs. I'm just saying, he can't. Philly. Harrison Barnes, Sacramento Kings. That's a sweet card. Jalen Noel on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Mason Plumlee on the Denver Nuggets. Tristan Thompson on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Zach LaVine on the Chicago Bulls. Another Jam Masters insert. Jam. Little Stuart Scott shout out. Ty Jerome on the Phoenix Suns. Torian Prince on the Brooklyn Nets. There's Brooklyn Lopez, or Brooke Lopez, not Brooklyn. Rui Hachimura. There's a green variants rookie card for Rui. Not numbered. Ty Jerome on the Phoenix Suns. Pascal Siakam. And we got our first auto of the night, so let me go ahead and put that down. It's on the Hawks, so whoever's the Hawks, this one is coming up for you. It's a rookie script. DeAndre Hunter. So that's not bad at all. So it's our first auto. There we go. So it looks like he took the autograph. He just went DH. Just put the DH on there. Not bad. I'm a big Deion Sanders guy. Again, I'm closer to 40 than I am 30. So there's certain players that just mean more to me. And I just realized I was at the local card shop. When he signs his autographs, he takes the S and he makes it a dollar sign. I never noticed that. So ever since then, I've been staring into these guys' autographs, see if they do anything cool like that. Not a bad card. This is a rookie card, so you never know. 2-3 years from now, the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter. There you go. So solid ink we got. Let's keep this going because I know we had another Zion on here somewhere. Giannis, will to win insert. Dominique, the human highlight film, Atlanta Hawks. All right. And the second half, Markelle Fultz. Thank God the Celtics didn't end up with him in that draft. They got not Jaylen Brown. They got Tatum out of Duke because Philly went first on him. Wow. Markelle Fultz on the Magic. Dennis Schroeder on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Joe Harris on the Brooklyn Nets. There's Zion that we had kind of got the preview. It's base, but it's still what you want, which is anything Zion. So let's get this in. This is Zion number 3, and we still have 5 blasters to go. So nice pick there, Carmella. And it is Carmella. There it is. LOL. Good. I said your name right. Does he do a smiley face? Yasmin, I have not seen that. The only thing I remember about Joakim Noah, other than they kind of pushed the parents played tennis crap or his dad did or whatever, was his forward spin. Again, I'm not in the league, but man, when that guy shot those free throws, he did like the forward spin. I go to YouTube. You guys will laugh, even if you're not drinking. I have my drinks after, I know, but they're after. I'll watch shit like that. And I just chuckle. I'll sit on the couch. The kids are sleeping. I'm like, what's wrong with that? I'm just watching Joakim Noah shoot a free throw. Kemba Walker on the Celtics. You're welcome, Carmelo. It's all good, man. No worries. Taj Gibson, USC Trojan, New York Knicks. Drew Holiday, New Orleans Pelicans, give and go. That's another one of the insert we've been talking about. They have the USA, the Jam Masters, which is my favorite, give and go. They have MVPs. You'll see one, Harden's wearing like a jacket that's like cow-colored. It's something you'd think Westbrook would wear. Darius Garland on the Cavs. Bruce Brown on the Detroit Pistons. Aaron Baines on the Phoenix Suns. J.J. Redick, sharpshooter out of Duke. The Pelicans. He's been on like 6 teams at this point in his career. He had a solid contract when he was with Philly that year. All right, and Bruno Fernando on the Hawks. All right, so we've got 5 blasters left. Let's get it going. Here it is. As you can see, it's sealed. We're good to go here. So again, 8 packs. Same thing, each one. We'll move this card. Move these 2 cards over here. Good. All right, let's keep going. My camera's off center. Sorry about that. Make sure you guys can see the cards. There you go. All right, let's keep getting these packs up. The mailman, Karl Malone. Karl Malone. All right, 2 more packs. And I've mentioned in a lot of breaks, I got a bunch more of these Mosaic product. And what I plan on doing is starting a group. So if you guys like what you see tonight, try to join the Facebook page because I'm going to create a separate private group where I'm going to do lines of these where I might just raffle off the one or break it up and send each pack. And I'll put rules and everything if you guys are unfamiliar with the terms used. But it's instant action, and it's fun as hell, man. I've been doing those in some other groups for a while. Then I've got more into breaking the last couple months. All right, here we go. Spencer Dinwiddie on the Brooklyn Nets. Troy Brown Jr. on the Washington Wizards. Josh Okogie on the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's a prism. Rui Hachimura on the Washington Wizards. Los Angeles Clippers, Montrezl Harrell. Alec Burks on the Golden State Warriors. DeJounte Murray on the San Antonio Spurs. That's that green variance we were talking about. Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the New Orleans Pelicans. Jay Crowder on the Memphis Grizzlies. Cedi Osman on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Blake Griffin, Jam Masters. Kind of falling off the map, no offense, when he left L.A. And he was only with the Clippers, too, but, you know, for a minute there, people thought something of Blake. He was doing movies in the L.A. thing, and now he's in Detroit. Mailman, Karl Malone, Team USA, Dream Team. DeAndre Bembry, Atlanta Hawks. Jonathan Isaac, this guy's actually, I think he could be a stud. Don't really play that much, but Orlando Magic, Jonathan Isaac. He's a good hooper. Seth Curry saying, give me some love. Give me some of that Curry love. Seth Curry. Kevin Porter Jr. on the Cleveland Cavs. And Marcus Morris on the New York Knicks. Right, second half of this blaster. We've got Ricky Rubio. This guy had so much hype and has never panned out based on what they kept pushing on him. Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota Timberwolves. Will to win. The legend. Larry Bird, Hall of Fame. Get it. Hit that shit. Larry Bird, I love it. Kyle Kuzma, Los Angeles Lakers. I think we finally got something real shiny for Draymond Green, too. Those are numbered, I believe, out of 25. Grayson Allen. So I believe the Warriors were sold. Yep, these are numbered. This is 4 out of 25. So this is probably... I mean, that Zion's pretty badass, but this is probably the best card of the night, in my opinion. So this is, I think they call it orange fluorescent, but that looks like Laker gold to me. That's just me. I'm not trying to fight with anyone. I want that invite, please. Oh, yeah, you'll get it, Vic. Don't worry about that. But these are sick cards. Again, out of 25 on the back. I want to make sure you guys can see it. Is my thumb covering it? I'll put it right next to my thumb there. 4 out of 25. So it'd be cool if it was 23 out of 25. It'd be worth a little more as his number. This is a sick card, though. Going to the Warriors. And we still have 4 blasters left. All right, so let's get this going. There we go there. All right. Okay. Keldon Johnson on the San Antonio Spurs. Chris Middleton. Base card on the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. You're just talking about Chris Middleton. Steven Adams, Oklahoma City Thunder. Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Milwaukee Bucks. Brandon Clark on the Memphis Grizzlies. NBA debut. Mike Conley, Utah Jazz. Jimmy Butler down there in Miami. The Heat. There's Jabari Parker. Nice green variants. And last but not least, Ignas Brazdeikis. And hopefully I did not butcher that. Kind of think I did. So, all right, not bad. That Draymond card cleaning it up for us. We've got 4 blasters left. Let me get that set there for you. Okay. there. All right, so again, 8 packs. You can see this is empty. And then get the security strip out. Again, 8 packs, 4 in a pack. Let's hit it. Whoops, my camera's all over the place now. All right, here we go. There's another Zion right at the back, Carmella. I'm telling you. And when I hit that Genesis, that fucking dude, he had 2 Zions in the same pack. Because obviously it's in groups of 4, and they were like, throw it back, and I'm crunching. I'm like, wow, imagine if you got that pack. You're just some kid. You roll up. First off, I don't even think they do this. When I was younger, all these things, even though you get blasters and stuff like that, you would always have singles. And it was really difficult because now, I mean, you have breaking, you have other stuff, but you can't just go and be like, here, I want to buy 2 packs of that. You can't do that. So it's rough because you get a guy like Zion and, you know, there's no way a kid's going to be able to get a single pack. That's the other reason I want to do those lines. If those lines make sense, it would be an example like one of these packs. It would be a live streamed event. I would put up 1 pack like this. There'd be the first 9 people. You'd each pay $1. There's only 1 winner. We'd go right to the randomizer. And then that 1 person would get the pack. I'd mail you the pack. And then the other people, again, it's like action. The other people would be upset because they didn't win, but you're only out $1. So it's pretty unique. And I'm telling you, once you do a couple, you catch on real quick because they are fun. And an inexpensive way to get involved where you normally wouldn't. So, all right, let's get this here. So we've seen another Zion in here. We got to determine how good it is. Yeah, not today, though. That, Carmella, that was on Friday, so he's up. I know you're like, well, this is great. That was on Friday. Already shipped it out. The guy got it. I was messaging him right before we started. So, yes, I did, but no, it's not yours yet. Hopefully we have another one in here, but that was Friday. All right, Derek White on the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Knox II on the New York Knicks. That is a badass card. So before I do something real silly, let me just put that down. So that's a nice prism. So Grizzlies showing up tonight, too. This is great. We even had that RJ. So the 3 rookies and a solid 10 blaster set. This is a straight prism. You can see it. Not numbered, but clearly the way the shine is. These are beautiful cards. Even for the base cards, the way it's set up. Love the product. Clearly not alone. I know Zion has a lot to do with that, but don't sleep on this guy, and do not sleep on RJ Barrett either. What a rookie class. Again, there's another jaw. So, all right, let's keep this going. We got a lot. So, all right, Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film, Atlanta Hawks. Andrew Wiggins. Every time I see this card, it looks like a Spalding commercial. You can't even see his uniform other than the Nike. Spalding, get it. Team Spalding, Andrew Wiggins. Number 1 draft pick for Cleveland Cavaliers. Harrison Barnes, I think the year LeBron bailed to Miami. Harrison Barnes, Sacramento Kings. Kendrick Nunn on the Miami Heat, although they could have been when they got Kyrie. My timing's all off now. So there's Zion. We're talking about Zion. All right, let's get Zion in here. So that's, I think, 4. I think the 4th Zion. I think. That's a sweet card, though. So, Carmella, another one. And Erica, hopefully you have the Grizzlies. Or I missed a card. Or you're just excited for Carmella and her Zion. All right, so another Zion. And we're good to go there. Cool. Let's keep it going. Rashawn Holmes, Sacramento Kings. J.J. Redick, New Orleans Pelicans. That's a solid variance. That's got the shimmer on it. So that's a Prism Bradley Beal Give and Go SP. So that I think that would be now considered an SSP. Darius Garland on the Cleveland Cavs. Zach LaVine on the Chicago Bulls. Seth Curry, Dallas Mavericks. Spencer Dinwiddie on the Brooklyn Nets. And Bruno Fernando on the Atlanta Hawks. Second half of the blaster, right here in front of us. Zach Collins on the Portland Trail Blazers. Troy Brown Jr. on the Washington Wizards. Got game, Ben Simmons. He's got game, but he doesn't have a jump shot. Come on, he's been in the league 5 years. They've been saying that, oh, he's this year, it's a jump. Okay. Maybe over COVID break, he got a jumper. I doubt it. Patrick Ewing, big man on the Knicks. Yeah, right, Eric? It's all right. It's all good. Again, I'm reading the notes I remember. Mason Plumlee for the Denver Nuggets. Alec Burks on the Golden State Warriors. Goran Dragic on the Miami Heat. Giving the ball to Jimmy Buckets makes his life a lot easier. Kobe White, Chicago Bulls. Taurean Prince on the Brooklyn Nets. Cedi Osman on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, old school standing tall and talented. Remember Amare Stoudemire, the PEs said stat on him. I'm a big sneaker junkie too. This guy, him and Kevin Nash, they had Sean Marion, the Matrix. Big Phoenix guy. They could never really get over a team called the Spurs at the time, or just they had that on lock. And I think he fought with the Lakers a little bit there too through some of Kobe's years. But Amare Stoudemire, obviously the knees did him in. He was awesome, man. Standing tall and talented. Stephen Curry, Golden State Warriors. Pascal Siakam on the Toronto Raptors. Jonathan Isaac, Orlando Magic. There's Luka Simonet on the San Antonio Spurs. And Sekoy Doumbouya. So again, that's another one I'm trying. I felt like I nailed it. It came off the tongue smooth. But some of them, I'll admit, I know. Right after I say it, I'm like, God, that one was bad. All right, so we got 3 left. Let's get it. All right, so I got that. Whoop. All right, let's keep this party moving along. All right, pack number 2. Wow, my pack opening skills have just eroded this evening. All right, let me try this shit. There we go. All right, let's pick up the pace here. Again, we've got, after this, we're going to have 2 more sealed blasters, and we will be good to go there. I guess this knife's not sharp enough, really. These weights at the gym are paper weights, one or the other. Man, what is up? All right. All right, so 2 more packs, and we'll split these up. And I'd love to keep doing Mosaic breaks, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to keep getting the inventory, because I'd love to tell you I can walk up into Target and just have my timing right. That's not the case. Generally speaking, when you buy in bulk, you get a little bit of a break, but some of the prices are starting to get up where it's not making sense. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't want to break on color. There we go. Kelly Olynyk will be the stop. Terrence Ross, Orlando Magic. Ben Simmons without a jumper in Philly, Philadelphia 76ers. Number 1 pick, LSU. Euroball alert. Evan Fournier, Magic. I don't even know. I've seen that guy. I used to work downtown. I seen him. I wanted to stop and help him out. I swear to God, I would be like, hey, man, Eric Pascal, Golden State Warriors, Jaren Jackson Jr. on the Memphis Grizzlies, Wendell Carter Jr. on the Chicago Bulls, Davis Bertans on the Washington Wizards. All right, here we go. Umfiandu Kabengele. See, I feel like I crushed that, but there's a lot of vowels in there, and I'm sure he's a good player, but that was, yeah. So we're going to just Clippers. Bojan Bogdanovic just looks like a Jazz player. TJ Warren on the Pacers. There's some Luka Doncic give and go. That's that prism refractor. No, it's not the prism. So it's just the give and go insert. I was deceived with the shiny. I apologize. Karl Malone, the mailman, Hall of Famer, Jazz. D'Angelo Russell. I'm not sure what's up with this guy. Get it. I mean, you don't wish ill on a guy, but yeah, you can't. Not all the top draft picks are home runs. Jake Layman on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Brandon Clark, NBA debut on the Memphis Grizzlies. Jordan Poole on the Golden State Warriors. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP, on the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, halfback of this blaster, and then we'll move on to the final two. Kelly Olynyk, Miami Heat. Kemba Walker, yeah, he's got game. UConn in the house. Get it, Kemba. Love me some Kemba. Jarrett Culver on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Bryn Forbes on the San Antonio Spurs. Thaddeus Young, Florida State. Get it, Seminoles. Thaddeus Young, Chicago Bulls. Jonas Valanciunas on the Memphis Grizzlies. Just a big country strong man. Like, that's just a big dude. Talen Horton-Tucker getting 0 PT with the Lakers. Rookie card. Nikolai Vujicic on the Orlando Magic. Again, this guy should be falling into double-doubles. He's maybe averages like 8 rebounds a game. Isaiah Thomas, magical 18 months he had with the Celtics. Never forget it. Daniel Theis on the Boston Celtics. The green refractor. DeAndre Hunter, we saw his ink a little bit earlier. There he is again in the base. Dorian Finney-Smith on the Dallas Mavericks. L-Train. There you go. LaMarcus Aldridge, the L-Train. Where'd he go to college, everybody? Texas. That's a solid insert. Ben Simmons. Oh, Larry Bird. Wow, I know everyone's like, Larry Bird, fuck that. We'll go back to Ben. Nah, man, this is Larry Bird card. Nah, I'll give Philly some love. This is a solid one. Not numbered, but that's still a sick card. Ben Simmons, will to win, insert. Like that. Extremely well done there. All right, we got 2 blasters left, folks, and that's it. Never the one to break up a party, so you ain't got to go home. But this shit ends when it ends. So figure out what you're going to do the rest of your night. And again, I'll everyone that likes on the Facebook page, I will include you in the tags because that'll be in the next couple days when I get the private group and stuff set up. I just got to get the time. So that's empty. We've got one more sealed blaster after this. Let me get the camera in here a little bit closer. I got the room. We'll move that there. We're good to go. All right. Let's get it going. All right, pack number 2. All right, number 3. Wilt the Stilt. Wilt's a pimp. I'm sure we all read that story. God, Wilt's story. It was like, what did he claim? It was like, I don't know, like, I want to say like 12, but I really think he claims 20,000. 20,000. And then somebody ran the math. They're like, that's 11 girls a day. Like this, just look it up. For all you youngsters, look at accomplish his NBA statistics, and then that one statistics that really can't be confirmed. Wilt Chamberlain, man. There's another RJ. Hell yeah, New York Knicks. All right, 2 more packs with this. And we will be good to go. There's Magic, the real point forward. Oh, another jaw. There we go. So we know we're going to end this blaster with some more jaw. Actually, we'll just flip this. And we'll do an order. Troy Brown Jr., Washington Wizards. Rudy Gobert on the Utah Jazz. Tyler Hero out of Kentucky on the Miami Heat. That's a solid card. The green. There's Scottie Pippen. That's your dream team. Get it, Scotty. Alec Burks, Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson, the sharpshooter. brother plays in the Dodgers, or did. I'd have to check that on the Dodgers organization. That's a bloodline. Hoops, NBA, and MLB baseball, plus the dad. There you go. Golden State Warriors. Karl Anthony Towns, Big Cat. Minnesota Timberwolves. Kendrick Nunn, Miami Heat. Cedi Osman on the Cleveland Cavs. Blake Griffin, Detroit Pistons. DeAndre Bembry on the Atlanta Hawks. And there's Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt had me all getting off base there about his other conquests in life. There we go. Jonathan Isaac on the Orlando Magic. DeLon Wright on the Dallas Mavericks. Old school, Allen Iverson. Bol. Haven't seen one of these in a couple nights. Those are the biggest shorts the NBA had, and they still look at him on those legs. Come on, Bol. Manute's son. Ricky Rubio. Never had a bigger hyped up point guard than that guy. Terrence Ross, Orlando Magic. Kelly Oubre Jr., that's a solid card on the Suns. So there you go, Phoenix. There's Tyler Hero again, or Hero, excuse me, Miami Heat. Grayson Allen, Memphis Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the Memphis Grizzlies as well. Give and go, I think we just saw this card. Same exact card. That's 2 there. For the Washington Wizards, there's R.J. Barrett. I'll go ahead and sleeve that over to the side. Base rookie. Steven Adams on the Thunder. There's another R.J. Barrett sneaking under there. Bojan Bogdanovic. So that's the second one of these. So that's a nice hit. I'll put that in a top loader in a minute. But way to go, Memphis. Magic Johnson. Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Butler. I think he went to Marquette, I think. D'Angelo Russell. Golden State Warriors. Cameron Johnson. And just a base, but I knew it was him. Morant. Big Ja. Rookie of the year, you know it. If he don't get the rookie of the year, I mean, Zion didn't even play a game until like February, and then 3 weeks later, the league's like, hey, it's kind of, there's some serious shit going on out there. We're going to call it off. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. All right, so I'll sleeve these 2 RJs, and then we're going to open up the final blaster of the night. I almost said it's Friday night. You guys have a good night. I wish it was Friday. It is not. It's Monday night. So you guys have a good night as you prep for the rest of your week. And I'm going to get these cards out this evening. I'll have them all packed up. And then obviously the post office will be tomorrow. I'll have those out first thing in the morning. And then regardless of what time I bring them, the post office local here, you won't see them scanned in until I think when they leave the truck. And that's every day at like 5, 5:05, 5:10. You guys will see it. Nevertheless, there's that RJ. Nevertheless, with the shipping, you'll see it's in there prompt. That way, what is today? Monday. You should get it by Thursday or Friday, and you guys will be good to go. Unless you do some more breaks, you can get those cards later in the week as well. Okay. So some good mojo, some good momentum. We've had a pretty good break so far. We've probably got. So we got about 10 to 12, so about a dozen solid hits, if you want to call them that. It's an overused term, because to me, a true hit is numbered or it's ink. So here we go. Last one. Yep, Jimmy did. Yeah, he went to Marquette. Marquette, I don't know if my time for... Obviously, he was... I know it was after... a lot of people forget Dwayne Wade went there. But he willed them to a Final Four. I think the year Carmelo brought the Syracuse Orangemen. So Syracuse got a shit ton of love, and they ended up winning the tournament. But that Marquette team was a great team. And then I'm pretty sure, I don't think he was on the team with Dwayne Wade, Yasmin, but I believe it was the year after. So they had a good program. When I was younger, I think McGuire was the coach. They were like a fucking powerhouse, dude. Marquette was good. Like they like year after year, they were a good team. I think Milwaukee, they get a lot of kids from like Chicago, Dwayne Wade, and usually they'll snag kids that aren't getting PT elsewhere. It's like, well, you can come here. We're a legit program. We're not going to be on TV, every night, but 2-3 games a month you will be, stuff like that. And if you're a kid, you're trying to brand yourself. Duke, you're on TV 3 times a week versus that. I mean, all these things go into the, and then getting, PT and getting actual playing time. So appreciate you fact checking, Yasmin. That's all good. It's all good. I think you got the Bulls tonight. I have to go back and check. Another RJ. And I'm trying to think who else was on that team. It couldn't have just been Dwayne Wade. I wonder if he had anybody that even made the league or if it really was just him kind of carrying the team. All right. We got another Ja. There it is. There you go, Erica. Getting them tonight. I'm glad the first couple nights Memphis has not been hitting. And generally from a financial perspective, Memphis and New Orleans are the 2 bigger teams coming in. So New Orleans has come clean each night. The Lakers have not been doing so well. They usually go low as well. All right, so final stack here, guys. Yeah, RJ is, Joe. Good for you, bro. And I'll do a recap at the end, so no worries there. All right, let's hit this shit. Good luck to everyone. It's our final blaster. And then again, you guys don't have to go home, but this party is over. Rashawn Holmes, San Antonio, whoa, Sacramento Kings. Got that deep Eddie's waiting for me, I promise. Haven't drank it yet. Willie Cauley-Stein, Golden State Warriors. Cameron Johnson on the Phoenix Suns. So there's another solid card for Phoenix. Wilt again. Los Angeles Lakers for this card. Zach LaVine on the Chicago Bulls. High flyer for sure. Space Jam. Dario Saric on the Phoenix Suns. Give and go. Who is that? Is that De'Aaron? Yep, De'Aaron Fox. Sacramento Kings. This guy's fast, man. If they did 40 times, which they do not in the NBA, this guy's got to be one of the three, maybe one top 5 quickest guys in the league. He is quick. Very, very fast. De'Aaron Fox, it's a solid card for Sacramento. Bol. Zach Collins on the Portland Trailblazers. Drew Holiday on the New Orleans Pelicans. Luka. Get it. Our international breaker this evening. So there you go, bud. That's a great Zion hiding, right? That would be great. You've had enough Zions, Carmella. Luka. So we'll get this out to you, my man. That Madrid love. Come on. Can I even get this sleeved right? There it is. This is a solid prism. Nice little hit there. All right. All right, and we'll recap here in a moment. Okay, Tyler Herro on the Miami Heat. Mason Plumlee, Denver Nuggets. Terrence Ferguson, Oklahoma City Thunder. There you go. The Worm, Dennis Rodman. Love to tell you where he went. I want to say Wichita, but it's not like Wichita, the Shockers. It was like a random school, but great backstory and a big Rodman guy. Back when he was on the Pistons, too. He used to give the Celtics a world of hurt. Dude just knew what he was good at, and that was rebounding, man, and wrestling. Dennis Rodman. Another R.J. Barrett. We're going to go ahead and take care of that one for you as well. Taurean Prince on the Brooklyn Nets. And the final half of this, and then we'll do a quick recap. You guys will be good to go. Justice Winslow, Miami Heat. Waste of a card, Enes Kanter. Come on now. I'm sorry. That should be like a buyback from them. When you guys get this card, send it into Panini and they'll pay you for your troubles. We apologize. Magic Johnson, Los Angeles Lakers, a true Hall of Famer for sure. Pascal Siakam, Toronto Raptors. Is it? Southeastern Oklahoma State. There you go. Me and you we'll be trading this all night. I got stupid knowledge with that. So it was a small, like a SWAC school, right? Southeastern. I had to double read it. I'm like, he is not a Cowboy. He did not go to Oklahoma State, who just, Eddie Sutton passed away. I don't know if you guys saw that. Legend coach out there in the Midwest for a while. Jordan Clarkson, Utah Jazz. I'll wrap it up here, guys. I'm getting up base. Anthony Davis, the Jam. Stuart Scott, love you, bud. Jam Masters, Anthony Davis. A.D. Ja Morant. We're going to go ahead and sleeve him after. That's another base rookie. Markelle Fultz, yeah. Domantas Sabonis, his dad Arvydas, talk about him for a while too. There's a solid Pistol Pete Hawks. I'd mentioned this card earlier. No number, but that's a solid card. I'll get that taken care of. There's another RJ Barrett, New York Knicks. Kemba Walker on the Boston Celtics. Josh Okogie on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Will DeWin, CJ McCollum, and Terrence Davis on the Raptors. So give me one moment here, folks, to sleeve these. And then we will go ahead and do a quick recap. And this one is in the books. So let's put RJ up. All right, we've got Ja and the other RJ. Thank you so much. I'll be back. Yeah, I will. Don't worry about that. And I'll do a quick recap. I'll go ahead and sleeve these here in a second. But we got RJ, Ja, another RJ. Well, I'll just freaking put them in piles at this point. All right, so Luka, that's a great hit there. Well done, Luka. We have another RJ. Now I'm just going to put them in piles. This was a solid hit. To me, this was the card of the night. 1 out of 25. I think it's technically called Orange Fluorescent, but that's, to me, and when you get it, you tell me I'm wrong. That looks more like Laker Gold or Golden State. So another Zion. There's our ink. We'll cover Luka for a minute. I'm just trying to sort all the RJs and Jaws that we have. All right, so we'll finish up with Zion. All right, so I'll sleeve this, but you got a Prism. You got 2 base rookies. You got Jaws base NBA debut, and then his base Prism variant, and then his green Prism variant as well. So not a bad night for Ja. And yes, I will put that last one in a top loader. Then we've got RJ. RJ, you have his Prism. Actually, that's not Prism. So you've got 2 base on his rookie, his 1 rookie debut. Then you get the fun stuff. You got 2 of his refractors, the NBA debut one and the rookie. So both of those are solid for New York. So go Knicks. Go RJ. Zion, you had his 2 base. You also have his NBA debut base. And then you get this refractor, again, green parallel is what I'm calling it. And then, yeah, you got a shit ton of RJ, bro. You did well, Joe. JK in the house. The 1 ink of the night, DeAndre Hunter, Atlanta Hawks. I talked about this. This is a solid card towards the end there. Luka. So we'll get this one out to Spain as soon as shipping will allow. And then my computer went dark, but to me, this was the card of the night because it is 1 out of 25, and it's a pretty solid player, Draymond Green. And again, I think it's called Orange Fluorescent, but you can see the number right there, 4 out of 25. All right. You guys have yourselves a great evening. I appreciate everyone's love and participation. I'll go ahead and set out the invites for the group as I get that set up this week. Other than that, I'll put this up on YouTube here within an hour or two. You guys have yourself a great evening. Take care.